Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the one, the only, the most epic pro wrestling podcast on the internet. Squared Circle Shenanigans.
To probably get 18 years of childhood trauma over a clown.
Jeremiah.
All right.
What?
We're live.
We're not live.
You're live.
We're not live for 25
the intro
seconds. Never happened. No, Gilly would have told us the intro was going.
We're live. He did.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, we're live.
That never happened, though. That was a joke, y'all. Scotty's a great parent.
Oh, great. All right. Let's start the show.
I'm already lost at what you're doing. All right.
I wasn't doing a bit. I was yelling at you for something that never happened earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just totally ruining that right now.
The intro covered everything you said, so go. Begin.
Well, welcome to Squared Circle Shenanigans.
Man, I'm too high for this. Oh, so they don't know that Scotty's a bad parent. Got it. All right. Well, welcome. Yeah, Square Circle Shenanigans. I'm Jeremiah Goldmain.
I'm Keith.
I'm Scotty.
And this is, of course, Keith and the boys. And we have a special guest,
Keith.
but we'll tell you his name in a minute. Let's get to our sponsors.
Please.
I am. Amaya's Fresh Mexican Grill, where you can come now see a chicken nugget eating contest this Saturday.
Ooh,
very nice.
Divas, it happens.
Interessante.
Little brown jug for alcohol and food.
Very nice.
The Mint Cannabis for marijuanas.
For
and
all
Nessa,
of your
because she's
cannabis
dope.
needs.
Nessa's
I don't know if you
dope.
saw
She's
that,
like
but that was
the
my
head person. She's
keychain.
cool. Monroe Sports Center for, I guess,
bowling
watching
needs.
Sports Center.
You're bowling and your sports needs.
Oh, it doesn't say bowling. It
It's
says
a bowling
Monroe.
alley.
It says Monroe Sports Center.
Yeah,
It's a bowling.
Why wouldn't it be Monroe Bowling Alley?
Because there used to be two.
And wait, what? There were
There
two
used to be
sports centers.
No, there was two bowling alleys.
And what was the first one called?
I don't know what the first one
Was it called
I don't
Monroe
know what
Bowling
was there
Alley?
First, but there was Nortel Lanes.
Do any other sports happen at the sports center?
You can watch
Bowling.
them,
That's
but
stupid. Moving on now. My favorite sponsor, Lane's Pizza.
let's
Shout
go,
out Brandon and
Lanes.
Katie. What
Hey,
up?
Brandon and Katie.
It's my favorite. They have really good cinnamon bread. It tastes
Happy
like
birthday,
elephant
Sharon.
ears.
Oh my god. Here we go.
Oh, happy birthday, Sharon.
Happy birthday.
It is her birthday as always.
Fire olive.
You got Mugsies
Yummy food.
sandwiches. I feel
like
like
bar-
they sound like
the bar
It's a
and
bar
grill.
and grill.
Oh, bar,
It's a sports
bar
bar.
and grill.
So very there's pizza.
I gotta go eat at all
They
these
got good
places. I
custom
just
Delicious.
haven't
They're
yet.
delicious.
Cheeseburgers.
8 Mile
great.
vodka.
Let's
Yummy.
go.
Or vodka. I know that.
They are
I've had
vodka.
theirs. It's really good
It
too.
is
They are
delicious.
good.
Deb's Floral. That could either be flowers to tell your girlfriend you're sorry, or flower, to tell your girlfriend you're sorry.
It's
Or I
flowers.
assume it's A.
It's
It's like roses or red type stuff.
It's regular
Yeah.
flowers.
Flowers for any occasion.
For Us Wrestling. I know what that is. That's the greatest wrestling ever. It's owned by Moa.
That means you.
That's French for me. Yeah.
Way.
IWR. Dudes
Insane.
Talking Wrestling. Pro
GTW.
Wrestling Edge.
PWE.
Yeah. And that's sponsors, my guys.
Thank you.
Man,
Oh, no worries, man. I did it. I can read. I know
Yeah.
how.
And welcome to Keith.
And Keith and the boys.
Hi, I'm
Featuring
Keith.
Keith.
There's weekly podcasts where we, of course, talk about Keith
all
and
about me.
wrestling.
Acknowledge me, because it's Keith.
He's the one.
I am the one.
It's like the Usos, but you point at Keith.
I'm the one.
You
Yeah.
don't point at yourself.
But now we should
you
get to
don't
our
point. We
guests.
acknowledge you. You don't acknowledge you. We acknowledge
We
you.
do have a special guest today.
We
Get to our
do, though.
guest.
He is he's part of the BrainJerk family. He's currently the active eating champion. He's the first champion in history to try to turn down and challenge and say, "Well, I don't want to eat tacos."
Oh.
No. Facts be facts. Make it a lie. This isn't some Fox News show there, Joshua. All right. This is a show where we spit facts and fire. And facts and fire are you were scared to eat some tacos today. but now we're gonna eat nuggies.
Today.
So now you're gonna get spanked in your nuggie contest at the
Nuggie
Mexican
contest.
restaurant known as Amaya's.
This Saturday.
That was supposed to be a taco contest. Why?
Nuggies at
Because
a
they
taco
make
place.
tacos.
Well,
They don't make Wendy's chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna eat Wendy's chicken nuggets at Amaya's.
I thought you weren't supposed to bring outside food.
Well,
Does Tino even know you're doing this?
I was champion, and he's the most
Like this-
diva champion
who
we've
said they
ever
were in the
had.
restaurant?
Well,
They could be sitting
as
outside
part
of
of
it.
winning the last competition, I got to choose the next
Why
food.
didn't you choose something from that he can? from
I
his
didn't know it
restaurant?
was going to be there.
He didn't.
Interesting.
I just
Touche.
got asked what was it going to be,
food.
and I said I'll give you an answer tomorrow. And I figured
But
out
then the
between a couple
sponsor
things
money
what I wanted
happened,
to
and
do.
they
Next
were
thing you
like,
know,
"Yo,
one
we
thing
want to
hit
have an
into
eating
another, and then-
contest." And
Then
then,
you dropped it.
and then
Got
Josh
it.
was
Yeah,
like, "Well, I
nuggets.
said nuggets.
Nuggies.
I'm a nuggie guy." Is that Sharon? Love Sharon.
How did it turn
That's
into
her
nuggets?
birthday.
It just did. It just did.
See, that's what I'm saying, Sharon. Josh over here, like, I'm the champ.
You've never heard
We
of,
eat
never heard
nuggets
of
or
taco
nothing.
nugs? Taco nugs are delicious.
No, see,
I'll
you
read
guys
the
already
chat.
did-
I'll read
you
it.
guys
I'll
already
read
did
it
tacos.
verbatim. We
Tacos
did
have
hard
already
shell
been out.
tacos.
So probably would have been hard shell again.
No, it was gonna be soft. It
How do
was
you know?
meat and cheese.
How do you know?
Yes, it was.
How do you know?
Soft is too
Because
easy.
I was there at the
You were there?
production meeting.
Interesting.
Well, no one told me.
Because you're just the champ. You're not a part of the production meetings.
How
Well, I
are
was
you
told
going
I'd
to be? How
take
are you
the
going to be
next
in
one.
it? But
you were
also be
going
part of the
to,
production
but
team?
then listen. Somebody goes, "Hey, man, I'll explain to you how business works later." That's not
you
an
guys
on-air
were
thing.
mad that it was going to be an exhibition match.
No,
And
there's
then
no
I believe
such
it was
thing
like
as an
hashtag
exhibition
put the
match if
belt
you're
on the
gonna
line.
eat.
Oh
If you're the
snap!
champ and you're gonna be in it, you don't do exhibitions. Why be champ? You sound like a champion, not a champion.
Felt like
champions defend
contest
that
is a
belt.
non-title
Exactly.
match.
And you weren't going to. So exactly.
Doesn't
I don't
sound
know what you're
cool.
exactly
Because it was an
right now.
exhibition match.
There's no
and then
such
you
thing
guys
as
kept saying put the
exhibition.
belt on the line.
There's no such things as exhibition.
Of course there are.
Not when you're a champion. Don't be
Exactly.
scared. If you can win, don't be scared. I mean,
Who
I
says
get
I'm
it.
scared, bro?
You.
Get out of here.
You said you were scared. I can't. It's gotta be nuggets.
Let's
God
see,
be
I ate
nuggets.
more pizza than you.
But you
I
know-
ate more White Castle than you.
Yeah, but listen,
I wasn't even
I
part of the
defe-
first taco eating
That's
competition
factual.
that you were.
and I won. And
I
then
wasn't even
And
there.
then I didn't even get a choice in what I was going to defend my belt in. I just said, you know what? I'm there. Let's go. Because I have the heart of a champion, not the heart of a champion. This is
Whatever,
why,
man.
if it's not me this Saturday, it ain't him, though.
Oh, it's definitely good.
It's definitely not. He already
easy.
gave up before we started.
Never.
Yes.
No.
Josh did, though.
What,
We
other Josh?
read you the chat.
He did. I wasn't there for the meeting, but I was read the chat.
He already gave up. What?
You want me to take your spot?
Nah, that's chill. I'm gonna keep this belt.
It's gonna lose.
No one's
it.
gonna get
It's
it.
gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's
Nobody has
And
defended
then
the
you can,
title.
and then you
though.
can watch Josh with a
I
hurt
will.
tummy and no
There's
belt
not been one
play
title
magic
defense.
on.
That's why I
what's the
picked
name of
something
that
I
show?
know I'm gonna slam. This is gonna be
Tabletop
easy.
takedown.
Yeah, he's also
Done.
Josh is a part of Tabletop Takedown. Don't forget that.
This is true. We
Where
have
they
our
do
show on
not teach you
Saturday.
how to play Magic at all. So if you don't know how to play, don't watch.
They're skilled. I guess I don't know. I don't know much about Magic except for back in middle school.
I'm
I
just
I
angry
tried
at
to learn
Josh
how
for
to
not
play,
defending his belt, so I'm
and I
talking
remember the
trash.
word mana has something to do with the game
has
Magic,
a lot to do with it.
but I
It's a
don't remember much
resource.
more than that.
It's a resource on.
You
what
guys got to
cards
teach
have-
people how to play. That's why nobody watches it, because
True.
you guys don't teach people how to play.
Dude, you should do a
I-
So if
You
they
should do a
don't know how to
crash
play, they're
course.
lost.
you should do a crash course in Magic and teaching how. Because back in the day when we were learning, I was trying to learn how to play it in middle school. There was no tablet in the middle with whatever's on the
Well,
tablet
that's how
timer.
you keep track of life. Now.
That's how we keep life totals.
That's
So like,
that's really not that
yeah.
relevant to how to play.
okay.
That's
I
just-
didn't know.
that's actually
Well,
no-
see, it's just
that's-
something new.
That's the one part I wouldn't even come at them on. that's just a resource to
Well,
make the game
well, it's
easier,
new to
Scotty.
me. It's not. Well,
That actually
tablets
helps
didn't
make it
exist
easier.
back in middle school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta explain it a little, because then you'll get them interested more.
Okay.
I tried
I'll take
like
this
because like
into
I know how to
consideration.
play, so I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, That came from Brandon Lane of Lane's Pizza. He was like, I want to watch it, but I don't know how to fucking play.
Yeah. He was talking about that the other day when I was talking to him.
Because we want you guys to succeed.
Yeah.
I want
thank
to
you.
learn how to
Thank
play.
you. Appreciate it.
Like our show's about
Well, I mean-
wrestling, but we never talk about it anymore. That's what we need to do better.
Yeah,
Keith
like
tries
you
to,
need to
but he
do.
sucks at it.
Well,
Gotcha.
You need to do.
You shut up. It's you. I am good at it.
That's what you need to
I'm
do.
a wrestler, so anything that comes out of my mouth is technically wrestling.
Yeah,
Idiot.
before
That-
the camera's on,
Am I
during,
not
it's
wrong,
a whole
Scotty?
different story.
Am I technically correct?
No,
I do have to agree with my boy Jeremiah.
Yeah, because like I'm a wrestler.
no.
Keith,
So
He
yeah.
can wrestle, but when
I
it
know
comes to
if
the
the
camera
show
being
is
on,
your name.
he doesn't do it.
We
He doesn't perform.
He's just. How was your Subway today? I'm sorry.
not too bad.
See now, look how happy he is because we're talking about
Anyways.
Keith.
I want to talk about me. Want to talk about
You don't care if we're talking about wrestling. Now that we're talking about Keith, though, he was so
I'd
happy.
prefer to talk about wrestling, but
or
But I mean,
Keith.
if we have to talk about my chocolate chip cookies, I mean, let's go.
But if we
I
weren't
prefer to
talking,
hear about him instead of hearing you speak constantly.
if we're not talking,
So how about you
wrestling,
shush
we're
so he
talking
can actually
Keith.
talk? All right, thank you.
How good
Right.
were they, though?
Yes, sir.
I'm kidding.
What's up?
All right, please tell us a little bit about your show and how you feel about defending your title.
We have a show on Saturdays at 2 p.m. called Tabletop Takedown. We play Magic the Gathering. From sounds of it, we're gonna have to start explaining our cards a bit better to everybody, just so everyone would know what's going on a little bit more. Definitely gonna start doing that. But for defending this belt, yeah, definitely going down this Saturday. I'm gonna win. Ain't nobody taking it from me. There's only chicken nuggets. So that's definitely going to be easy to take down at the open air market this Saturday.
Now we're at 2. I'm just letting you know there's 2 eyeballs right now. It's cool, though.
Colin says that belt looks better on him.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't even fit around him.
I can say whatever I want right now. No one can hear me. Oh, it's off.
Oh, shit.
No, it's off.
Just-
Everyone else can talk.
Just, oh, shit, man.
Carry the talking I do. Keep talking. We have air to fill.
All right, Keith.
Oh
what
my
wrestling? Okay, Keith. Introduce us to the topic of the day.
Great. Today's topic
Thank you.
is greatest wrestlers of every era. So there's 7 eras, and we go around and we choose 1 or 2 people for each era that we thought was one of the best superstars during the time.
You can't acknowledge me. You have to pay attention. Like I'm not. Like, only you can hear me. The air can't. It's all your show right now. Keep going, Keith.
So the first one was the Golden Era, which was from 1982 to 1993. And one of the biggest superstars during that time was Hulk Hogan. So, with that being said, you can talk about the matches that he had with Andre and Macho Man, among lots of others. His multiple title reigns that he had. Well, I'm trying to think what else Hogan did.
Talk louder into the mic.
I'm trying
Say
to
your
think
prayers and eat your vitamins, bro.
Ultimate Warrior.
as well. That's a slogan. I like matches. We need matches.
What else
that
did
were
he
good.
do? I thought you said, what did he do? He did a lot. He was in the movies in the 80s too.
Wow,
Nobody
that
can hear him.
escalated quickly.
Nobody can hear him though.
I know. So I'm saying for me, that escalated very quickly. All right.
So okay, so Hogan.
You're on the mic. Your mic.
They can still see you. Oh my god. Can you say something?
Yes. What would you like me to talk about?
Talk
Hogan.
about Hogan with me.
Okay, so Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, WrestleMania 3. That's an iconic moment. Even if you
Yeah.
don't know wrestling, you know that Hulk Hogan slammed Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3.
That is true.
Wouldn't that be sweet? I wish we did. No, All right.
Yelled at by the producer.
It's okay. I believe in you. So
No. I mean, I got yelled at by the guy above Keith. He was
Oh,
like, "There's
no,
too much dead
not-
air because
not
we're not
Keith.
talking."
Okay.
So I'm
Well,
back.
welcome back, Jeremiah. I
did-
missed
no,
you.
No, thank you, man. I'm off of Keith timeout.
So
So we're talking
you're on
about
For how long?
punishment.
what era are we talking about?
We're
The
still talking
80s?
about Hogan and the golden era,
Oh, Hogan sucks.
82 to 93.
I hate him.
but you can't talk about the golden era.
No, he
without
was
Hogan.
the lead. No, bro, listen, that
Definitely
guy,
the lead dog.
bro, that guy like created so many wrestling fans, right? Like that dude, like literally had it figured out. Like and like we didn't even get the best Hogan. We got the worst Hogan. Like you can watch his New Japan stuff when he went to Japan, and that Hogan wrestled. Like he did. He went hard.
Well, he knew he had to wrestle.
But
there
here
in
he
order to
just gave
show
you
off.
this, bro. He just gave you this.
That's all I had to.
That's it,
And he
man.
was paid
And he
to.
had it figured out, bro. It's like, listen, Hogan just did what I do. He just went. That's it, man.
I mean, think
that's all
about
you got to do.
think about his WCW contract when he went there in the 90s.
Oh man, that guy had a dumb contract. Hall and Nash had the best contract.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we just get whatever the new guy gets that makes more than us.
Like they were ahead of everything, like creative for their own characters and everything.
But I mean, Hogan's the top tier of that. Like,
Oh yeah.
of his like peak run. Yeah, there's no, you can't even. You could say like, oh, Ultimate War, like, but no,
There was nobody else.
it was Hogan.
Hogan was
the
number
top,
one.
the top dude, dog.
But then again, that's on like the WWF
No,
sort of thing. But then if you were from the South though, or if you were like
yeah, but like
Uh,
that's not just the WWF. That's merch numbers. That's all
true
that.
too. But I'm talking
Like-
I'm talking just bringing up another name would be Dusty Rhodes or Ric Flair for like the NWA.
Yeah, but like the WWE bought Dusty.
Touche. But like I'm saying, but in the 80s though, like that era of wrestling.
You can say
Multiple
Flair.
industries,
like,
multiple stars.
I don't know, man. Hear me out. You can say Flair. Like I love Flair. Flair is amazing, right? But like Hogan was. There has to be a 1 and a 2, right?
Okay.
And like you can want the 2 to be the 1, but the 1's the 1.
Well, who's number 2 in that in your opinion then?
Would be probably Flair, like in that era, right?
Absolutely.
Like because he was the number 1 of everywhere else,
Right.
right?
Besides New York.
And besides for the big boy,
Right.
Like once the WWE became the WWE until the WCW comes into play, right? Like they're the top guy, and then WCW comes in, and then they're the top guy until they made 2 really bad creative decisions back to back, right? And then they went under. But then WWE's the guy again, and WWE's the guy now. Right? There's nobody. The number 2 to them is not even close to them. You know what I mean? Like I think we went into it a little bit like last week.
Absolutely.
But like they're the best for the reason. Even if they're losing money, they're still making more money than you could be making.
Oh, absolutely. But still. All right. So we are all.
What's the next era? Let's go
Yeah,
to
what
the
would be
next
the
era.
next era?
Number
Who would
2
you
is
go?
the
So-
new generation era, which is from 1993 to 97. And the 2 that most stood out to me was Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels.
You got to speak up.
Speak
We're getting yelled at
loud
by-
like
getting
this,
yelled at by the god of the
Keithy.
podcast.
I'm
You-
whispering still?
Yeah, you're not talking loud
Yeah.
enough or
What do you
directly into
mean?
it.
Oh, my Jesus.
But yeah,
Keith,
no,
I
no,
did
no.
watch us back. I watched last week's episode back.
Very
It
quiet.
sounds,
Oh, boy.
Quiet.
All right.
it sounds like ASMR.
You talk like I want you to listen to me eating.
Oh, okay.
I'm making fun of you louder than you talk stuff.
That's absolutely wild. That's bullcrap.
Wild.
Wild.
Anyways, new generation, 93 to 97. And I went with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels.
God damn it. And there goes the whole game again. He just,
he just took both of them. Damn it.
Keith has to let you know who he picked. No.
I do, actually.
I was gonna
You're
say
right.
that too once he got done naming the years, but then he said it.
I don't even know where my notebook went.
That's more open to debate though, I think at 93 to 97. Like, because I mean, you named 2 of the top 2, right? Like
Yeah.
Brett or Sean, but I
Yeah.
think like there's more room here now.
Okay.
At
Oh, yeah,
least
there's
because
all-
like from like the first time frame, it's Hogan. There's
Oh yeah, there's no.
we're done here.
Yeah.
It's-
Who else
it's
could be up?
Hogan,
Who
Hogan.
else could be up
Who
there?
else can be up there with like Brett or
Yeah.
I feel like this is where you start getting like who's the top guy becomes more favoritism
Okay.
versus the guy, right? Because like if you're a fan of Big Man, you could say Diesel, Yokozuna at this time. Like there's
They're not necessarily the highest paid or
Right,
whatever.
right.
Yokozuna would be.
Well, yeah, he would. Was
Oh, yeah.
Bro, do you know what bloodline he's a part of?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah. He's one of the ones.
He is the one.
This is true.
Scotty.
This is true.
Acknowledge him.
Acknowledge him.
Why?
Just
Why
'cause
do I
he
gotta
played a
acknowledge-
Japanese
Better yet,
character doesn't
acknowledge
mean he
me.
wasn't Samoan. My personal, I think the dude like Bam Bam Bigelow was around at this time, man. Who the hell
That
is
is true.
better? We could do a moonsault.
Bigelow
Really
was a good one.
He was
Vader.
great.
He could do a moonsault. Vader.
Vader?
Could do a moonsault.
Yeah, like this is like, bro, like what
Vader
if
was a
you
good
only
big guy,
watched
for sure.
ECW? You would be saying a Sabu,
Sabu.
you know what I mean, or a Shane
Dreamer.
Douglas
Dreamer. Shane Douglas.
Tommy Dreamer.
in this time frame.
Right.
Raven.
For sure.
Raven in WCW was awesome. I love WCW Raven. Like
But
him
this is
sitting out in the
also, like,
crowd, the
this is
flock.
WCW prime time, right? Like
So,
for sure.
and if
So,
you want to go big man,
Hogan.
Yeah. Hogan's still up there.
that's where
Technically,
that's where you
technically
can.
Hogan is
But I
still up
wanna
there.
say
Yes.
Hogan again, but in black and white.
But
That is true.
And
Technically,
that's
it's
actually
very-
my favorite
Yeah.
Hogan.
mine too. Hollywood Hogan
that
is
would be true.
dude, a dog. Like him just I have multiple memories of him just playing the guitar with the belt, you know, and just like laughing. And he didn't even have to say anything. Like Bischoff.
Well,
did all
listen
the
here,
talking.
Mean Gene.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Me and the NWO brother, we're taking over. Cause me, Hall, Nat, I don't know, man. I feel like it's Hogan and Hogan now.
Hogan and
When you
Hogan.
put it in time frames like that, like
Yep.
it's yeah.
He could be
I
the
go
top
Hogan into Hogan
But you gotta. But you
because
do
he
gotta.
reinvented himself perfectly.
Jericho.
Not yet.
Not
No,
Cruiserweight.
no,
like,
no,
they
he's
got
in the
time,
next
and this
one.
is where
But he
I
was
fell,
still.
he's
He
This
was.
is where I fell in love with him.
That's what I'm
right?
saying. Like the
'Cause he had the
cruiserweight
list,
division. Yeah.
The
right.
original list. He had the trophy collector,
Hit the,
Right.
hit,
but like he's not
security.
the top guy. Like even though like he's the top cruiserweight, but nobody cared. I cared. I cared, but like this
That's a
wasn't
lot
the
of the
product.
stuff that I remember as
It
from a
wasn't
kid
what they
though.
were pushing though. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like it wasn't what was netting them money. They didn't have. I don't know.
It was
I'm
cool to
being real.
watch, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like
That's the shit I remember though. Is the cruiserweights like Juventud Guerrera, all those guys
I
are
love
dogs.
Hoovy Juice, dog. The chairman, La Parca, Conan, Liva La Raza.
Alex Wright,
Oh, dog.
right? Like,
I loved
like
it, dog. I loved it. German dance,
Mhm.
Alex, right, bro? Oh my god. Prince Ikea, man.
there's some. Let's see, is that how you say his name?
Yeah,
I
Prince
could never
Ikea.
pronounce it. I remember playing like WCW Mayhem for PS1, and
Man, it's a good game.
I know, and yeah, that was at everything. Backstage Assault was a cool game
It
too.
was. What do you think, though? Who's your 93 to 97?
I actually didn't get into wrestling until recently.
Damn.
Okay,
Yeah.
So we'll get back to you.
Well, you'll be up
For
there.
sure, Josh.
Keith, you take your
Whenever
time,
you
then.
want to, champ.
My
Whenever
turn?
you want to
Yeah,
say
no,
anything,
you
go
already
ahead,
know
buddy.
yours. You started.
Well, I meant like I was gonna say let's talk about some matches.
Is when I started
Oh, we're
getting
gonna
into
talk about
wrestling.
some matches.
Few,
That makes sense.
possibly. There's a few decent
Brett versus
ones.
Shawn.
Well, there's our few.
Yeah.
That is one of them. Brett
Stone Cold
versus
versus
Shawn.
Brett.
That was another one.
That was
got-
a good one.
Shawn and Razor Ramon ladder match.
WrestleMania 10.
That was a great ladder
Dog.
match.
That
Great ladder
is
match.
an instant classic just right there itself. That's a great example.
You want to know what else was a good match?
Sure. What do we got in that era?
Owen Hart versus anybody. I liked
That's-
early Owen Hart.
It's fair.
Owen's really good.
That is a good one.
Was.
Owen's gonna be a playable character in
AEW Fight Forever.
I'm not excited for that game. And it's not because of my hatred for AEW. I was super excited for that game up until the skateboarding thing got aired.
Oh,
And it made me
wow.
Okay.
It made me lose my interest because like okay, don't get me wrong, man. Like somebody was like, bro, it's like blah blah blah, and I was like, yeah, but like,
Darby-
that game was from so many years ago. I don't know. I don't need it. I don't.
Okay.
That's where it lost
Are you
me.
gonna play it?
It's where it lost me. I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale.
You're not gonna try it once.
Well, if you have,
No,
do you have
will
Xbox?
play it, but I'm gonna wait like a year.
Do you have Xbox?
Okay.
Right? It's not like a WWE game
Right,
where
right.
like I'll
Yeah,
rush
yeah.
out to get it.
Pre-order or rush out.
Well, if
yeah.
you
You
have
know what I mean?
Xbox, day one. It's gonna be on Xbox Game Pass.
I don't have a PS5 yet, so I might just buy the Xbox when I
So-
decide to buy a next gen console off rip.
Like,
Nice.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
it's gonna
the
be.
Game Pass is
Nice,
hear me out,
nice.
dog.
Dude, Xbox Game Pass is dope as fuck. It's like
no, it's Game
you can
Pass.
buy the year one, or it's like 14
We're about
bucks.
to become a video game podcast here for a second, dog.
Dude, Josh is like, I can talk about this.
Well, bro, hear me out, man. Game Pass is like a really good, stupid deal. Like the fact was, it was when Xbox bought Activision, or was it Blizzard? What did they buy? They bought something really big that there was huge backlash on over it.
I don't fucking
Probably-
know.
probably
but
Call of Duty
Dude,
and
their
Activision.
lawn mowing simulator was on
Activision,
there.
right? It was called, yeah, it was
Call of Duty, so
Activision.
Activision.
They bought Activision. There was huge backlash about that because like that's a big merger. And it is because like here's the thing, you can buy it on PlayStation 5, right? For $60, or you can just own an Xbox and pay $15 a month and have all the games,
Yeah, for real.
including that new $60 game
And then there's the
that we just own.
Right.
There's like
Because
that.
we as a company own that.
For real though.
Yeah, you can just have it here. So like
There you
why
go.
don't you just come here?
For sure.
And the like realistically, the graphics are the same. Like I just I'm buying an Xbox when I do break down and buy one
Right.
when they're on sale.
So when I play video games, I still play on a PS3 as of right now. So,
I have a PS4. Like I,
so
I
like
will,
Okay.
I will
I'm
say,
like even
I
one
will say
step
the
back.
last
Okay.
console war, PlayStation still had it for me, but like that Xbox thing is ridiculous, dog. It's $15 for anything new coming out.
Mhm.
That's stupid.
Wild.
And then there's a bunch of old ass games that are on it too.
Yep.
Yeah, like all
Like,
the
there's
stuff
a
like you
very-
like nostalgia for. Like
Yeah.
you could play everything. You can play Fight Nights, right? Like the boxing.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that got me. That was my favorite video game
Yeah,
of all
Need
So,
for
time.
Speed.
dog.
all right.
Need for Speed is
Bro,
on there.
Fight Night's my game, dog.
they have a lot-
listen,
Good.
You want to put
EA.
100 bro? You can put $100 down right now, Keith.
I don't know about that
That's how
one.
much I played that, dog.
Because EA's on it too on the game.
Yeah, see, like I
That's
gotta
part
get
of
it,
the
dog.
Game
I
Pass.
gotta get it. Yeah, I'm getting Xbox. What is it? One or what is the new one right now?
Xbox One, Xbox S.
I think it's like the Xbox X.
What is the Xbox equivalent to the PS5?
Xbox X?
Is it?
It's like a big.
I don't like that it took us this long. That worries me about my decision.
I
But
have
again, $15.
I have
a
an
month, though.
Xbox One at home. That's
And
all I
you
know
can
about.
play
Like,
Farming
I've always played
Simulator.
The
PC.
AEW game's just on it when it comes out.
From the last I understood, it was on
That's
there. Day one.
crazy.
Unless
That's
well,
such a bad deal.
yeah.
I've never really gotten to like I used to play PlayStation, but I haven't been playing consoles lately. So
You're
PC
a
gamer.
oh boo
Oh boo,
boo
I have better
boo,
graphics.
boo,
but
boo.
boo.
better
PCs are for
performance.
masturbating. I'll just say it. It's what they're for.
Dang.
To look at porn.
Laptops.
Calling those people out, huh? But you know,
I mean, there was that
I've
song.
used
back in
the
day,
internet?
well, no, I meant like the
That's
PC
what
gamers.
it's for. It's for using the
But-
internet.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
PCs are in like what? Yeah, man. PCs are.
That song,
Yeah.
Keith.
The
The
internet
internet,
is for porn.
computers.
There's a whole musical
No.
about it.
There's a musical, Avenue Q.
I'm good.
It's literally
Doesn't
Sesame
PC
Street for adults.
All right,
Oh,
back to
no,
wrestling.
It's
Back
so
to
bad.
wrestling.
PC means
Avenue
porn
Q is
computer,
Avenue
right?
Q is the Book of Mormons, but with Sesame Street. It's amazing, and it was on Broadway.
So
It
our
really
next
was.
era.
Okay,
Dude, I didn't even get to say one.
Oh,
what's the next era?
I told, yeah,
What
you're
did
right.
you
What's
have?
the no? It's what's the next
I
era?
thought you did say.
What's the next era?
No,
Oh, okay.
Keith said two of them, and then I didn't.
What's the next
Okay.
era?
The Attitude
So
Era.
Avenue Q, dog. Oh my god, right? That
Yeah.
play is amazing.
Honestly,
It's
if
so
it ever
good.
And
came
we-
It
near
transcends
Detroit,
eras,
I would
like
go
this
to it.
conversation.
Keith?
The Muppets were around in all of these eras so far, so we
It's
can
relevant.
continue
It's
this.
so stupid.
Do you know who else was around in all of the times too? Like Bugs Bunny,
Bugs Bunny.
the Looney Tunes,
That's his champion. What are you calling this era?
What?
the Attitude
Attitude
Era.
Are we in the Attitude Era?
Yeah,
Yeah, Attitude Era.
And that's 97 to when?
2002.
Stone Cold,
Okay, good,
The Rock.
good. What else?
Definitely
There's at least two more.
2001.
There's nobody else that matters.
Okay.
The Undertaker and Vince McMahon.
Mankind.
And I'm done. That's it.
Mankind.
No, there were a lot of great side characters, but that's your 4.
That's fair. Yeah.
You know, Vince McMahon actually on the top of that. Yeah, because like he was
Vince
everybody's
Stone
bad guy.
Cold.
No,
Rock.
no, no,
Undertaker.
You want to know how you knew who the guy was supposed to be? By who was fighting Vince McMahon at that time.
That's pretty accurate, actually.
I'm being real.
That's
with
pretty
you,
funny.
for real.
Because that's
dog.
exactly what it
'Cause
was.
that's what I thought as a kid.
Or
I
it was
like,
aligned
who's the
with
number
him.
one guy right now. Oh, whoever Vince is fighting this month.
Or was aligned with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're either his best friend or his enemy, dog.
It was
That's how
Vince-
I
it was
knew
Vince,
who the top guy was.
Shane, or like, Austin, basically.
What up, Kayla? Trying to be all quiet walking into our podcast space. This show's different now. Now we're chaotic. Can you have what?
You want to sit down?
There's a dab tax. You don't want to join us and talk about wrestling
Right.
or promote your gear? Stay wild and
Stay wild.
Merchandiser,
What is your
merchandiser.
reading?
Show off your
it
merchandise.
says
Stay Wild Moonchild.
You can get that merch and more at any BrainJerk event. Got you. I'm plugging you. No worries.
Just bring some merchandise.
They weren't
in.
going to. They don't understand that. No worries.
I
This stuff's
said
fire,
what it,
though. You should get it.
I
It all looks cool.
it
It's
is,
on the
does
cool
look all looks
hippie
great.
tie-dye print. I like it. She hand ties that herself.
That's what she said.
Well, she told me that.
Exactly.
So I mean, she did say that. You're right.
I was just. Amen.
Is that everybody in the Attitude Era? We named every wrestler who wrestled in those,
the main four,
in
yeah.
those 5 years.
The main four.
Nobody else. No one else wrestled.
Road
during
Dogg,
those
the
5
New
years.
Age Outlaws. I'm gonna
Josh,
go
you didn't
tag
watch it
teams.
then, right? Yeah, Josh doesn't know. Yeah, those were the
Josh
only
doesn't
4. Shut up. Those were the only 4 people who wrestled
Each
in
week.
those shows. On both
Every
shows.
week.
On all of the shows.
Monday Night Raw,
Only-
Thursday Night SmackDown. It was Vince
No,
versus
and-
somebody,
and
and
Monday
then
Night
Undertaker versus
Nitro,
somebody.
There was
and-
heat.
Oh yeah, Monday Night Nitro
and
and Heat.
Thunder and Saturday Night Shotgun
Listen,
and main event.
Velocity, velocity.
Monday
and
Night
shit.
Raw was SmackDown didn't even start till '99. They only had 4 wrestlers, but they had so much. They needed more content to film. They needed another show. That's why they made SmackDown.
Those 4 wrestlers were killing it,
And they
Killing
made,
each other and it.
and it.
They made millions of shekels.
Shekels.
Now there
Oh,
were
boy.
others. There were others, but I really
There
would
were.
say those were the top.
Those were the main 4.
Oh no,
for
hold
sure.
on. WCW was around, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you're talking,
Hogan.
if you're-
Hogan wins it all.
yeah,
Hogan and Macho Man.
And Ric Flair.
And Ric Flair.
yeah, you
At this time, because this is the later half of WCW, so Hogan or Ric Flair is
Goldberg.
now like Goldberg's big at this time.
did you can talk about anybody. Sid Vicious even got a
Chris
push
Benoit
at
was the
end,
heavyweight
but I wouldn't say
champion right
anything.
before he jumped to WWE.
That's
Oh,
that
yeah,
dude.
okay.
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
wait
yeah.
to
That's
we
true,
can talk
so
about
I do
that.
remember
I've heard Hogan talk about that.
Yeah.
Hogan was like, who did you watch the pay-per-view last night? Who won? And they said they put the belt on Benoit. He couldn't believe it.
I know. I've heard that.
Like
I've heard that.
so
and that was even before the end of WCW. That's before the time
That's
people
how they-
criticized.
no
That's before Russo.
when Benoit jumped, he was the champion. Like he
Yeah, I
was
know that.
like
and I'm saying that time period though was before where people start criticizing WCW. Do you know what I'm saying? People start
right because
criticizing
it's
the Russo
right.
area.
It's
But that
right
was
before the
before
that
Russo
was,
era,
but that
dog.
was the
like that was
that
just
is
a
true.
and no offense to Benoit, like Benoit's what I don't care what your opinion on him is based on
One of
things
the,
that
one of the
happen
best wrestlers of all time.
based
Sorry.
on like you know what I
One
mean.
of the best technical
Technical.
wrestlers of all time.
Technical.
Wrestlers.
That is
oh yeah,
very important.
one of the best technical wrestlers.
Can
of
you
all time.
can you say that sentence about him without that word in it?
No,
I would agree.
but definitely just like
But
Kurt Angle. You
technically-
can't say Kurt Angle's one of
technically
the
he
best.
He was
ever.
so technically sound, he didn't need to do any of the other stuff. Like, and that's rare. Don't get me wrong. You know what I
He
mean?
was so good in the ring.
He
It was
was.
so awesome to watch.
But man,
That was
but
just
him
them
as
trying to
that-
get them
him as
guys to
your
stay though.
world
Him being-
heavyweight champion.
Right.
When you have like the NWO, Goldberg, Diamond Dallas Page.
DDP was a big DDP is on the Mount Rushmore of I would say WCW at that point and that time.
He's one
Because
of the
he was
biggest
the one
draws
who
of that
never
company.
he never joined the NWO. That was never a thing. He never had to join the NWO.
It was baller.
They made it look like
Sting
he was,
joined.
and then like Sting even, yeah, he was.
He joined Wolfpack.
Yep, and that's when you got the red and black paint. Like, but
Kevin
DDP.
Nash is a big guy. In
Goldberg
this
never
time
had
in
to-
WCW because he has the Wolfpack. I hated that. I hated when it's split.
I did too, but I really loved the Wolfpack
Me
because I
too.
really like the red and black. Like, and the song is dope.
The
Wolfpack is back because of mass destruction. Can't
Yeah.
you see the bad boys of wrestling?
It didn't rhyme. You singing it, I was like, "That's Scotty." Scotty's not actually singing it extra white. It just was.
It just was
It just
extra
was
white.
actually that white.
I feel like Kevin Nash sang that song.
They all sang
They
it
all
because it was
recorded it.
cool. I bet you everybody thought it was cool because hear me out.
Conan,
Hear me out.
I liked Conan better in the Wolfpack than I did in like the normal WCW
Bro, it
or
became-
NWO.
It became cool, right? Like it was so cool that you can look back on it now and realize how lame it was.
Oh yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
but it
but
was
it's still
cool.
dope as fuck watching.
It was still cool, and I defend me
Mhm.
rocking out to that.
You
today
defend
in
young
my car.
Jeremiah. So do
No, I
I.
defend current Jeremiah.
For
I
rocking
still
out to
listen
it.
to that song, man. I
It's
just
so
make sure
good.
I just make sure my windows are up and no one can hear me singing it, right? Like, because I'd rather you hear me sing Miley Cyrus than hear that sing that theme song
I
because
wanna
it's
go out-
so bad and
I'm gonna go out
offbeat.
and buy a Wolfpack shirt tonight. Like just now, just cause I need one. I need a Wolfpack.
Are you gonna
shirt.
buy like a Wolfpack shirt, or are you gonna buy a red NWO shirt?
Listen, I'll have to.
Well, now you're on the spot.
It depends on if I find one on eBay or something like that, because you can find the real ones from the '90s still.
You can.
That would be dope as fuck to have a real WCW.
It should be expensive
shirt.
though.
Yeah,
Probably like
yeah.
That's what-
$100
exactly
for a
t-shirt.
$20 t-shirt.
So
35. I'm
so I
sorry.
just
It
probably
was at a live event.
35.
They were like 35 back then, man. They were like they were still expensive at shows.
All right. So Attitude Era. I want
Mick Foley was cute.
Mick Foley was key for a lot of matches. Mick Foley across the three characters, like Cactus Jack is a dog.
The New Age Outlaws, dog. We don't give love to tag.
I didn't say he said he was gonna do tag teams.
And I already
then he
listen. I already
stopped.
one time I already said, "Oh, you didn't know." I already
say
said
that.
it.
Stop. So what were
I've
you
already
gonna
talked
say?
New Age Outlaws. Like
Okay.
if I look back on tag teams of the Attitude Era, the New Age Outlaws are number one.
What else?
Listen, I to this day, I do this, and a lot of people still do this. Even young kids still do this. And you know how young kids give no respect to anything old now?
Yep.
I still hear them go, "Oh, you didn't know? Boom, boom. Your ass better call somebody."
Everybody thinks it's cool that the right. Everybody thinks it's cool. They thought the New Day
I love them.
me too, but everybody think the New Day invented Big E
Well, you hate anything
saying
like
saying
that's
Big
good.
E is like says it right behind the curtain. Like they're like, oh, these kids they think he invented that. No, that was
He
a
did, but I do love his catchphrase.
me
Like,
too. Oh, it's a wonderful
'cause, like,
catchphrase. But
I
like
used to use it when
New
I
Age
worked at
Outlaws,
an
though.
industry dog.
Road
When I
dog.
would arrive in a new city, I would post that on Facebook. You can find. I think I deleted it because I got rid of all that lame shit. Because I'm cool now.
Well,
I'm
Attitude
Jeremiah
Era.
Goldman.
Edging Christian, Hardy's.
Oh, bro, the 5-second
That's
pose,
good.
man.
That's good.
That awesome. The BWO.
Blue World Order
Mhm.
with the blue meanie. Oh my lord. Why not the Rock and the Sock?
That's an uncanny tag team that worked.
They did an hour of television without any wrestling in it.
And it
is
was
true.
It
only
had to be
supposed to
most-
be
That
20
is
minutes.
very true.
And it also had the most amount of viewership for it than any wrestling.
And mind you, it was only
Which
supposed
is
to be
why I
like
stand
20
with
minutes.
Wrestling is only 10% of this at most.
Right. Listen, This Is Your Life is one of the greatest wrestling segments.
This is your
Wrestling
life.
segments that has nothing to do with wrestling at all.
But it worked.
It had everything to do with
Absolutely.
wrestling
everything
because it was
worked.
about The Rock.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? Like it had no wrestling. There was zero wrestling
Zero wrestling. Dog.
for an
It was-
entire hour. That was only supposed
a
to go
gym
20
coach.
something minutes.
It was
This
a gym
promo.
coach, a
His
teacher,
ex-girlfriend and a
girlfriend,
teacher and a
dog.
clown. Yep.
And then that's the same clown that visits McMahon in the hospital.
Yerple.
Yerple, dog.
Dude, a little. So
Had her own
stupid.
music. That's Yerple.
Wrestling nerdism that was in Grand Rapids because Vince McMahon got hurt.
Got hit with a fucking piss pan. Shit was great.
Dr.
And
Austin.
you hear it too. He really took that one to the dome.
Dr. Austin.
All right, so if we were now to move forward in time again, Keith, where are we? What
Are we
era?
We are from
9/11 or-
2002 to 2008, and it's the ruthless aggression era.
AJ Styles. That's where I start. Samoa Joe.
TNA.
CM Punk.
Impact.
Christopher Daniels.
Whoa.
I was just.
Why are you just naming people? I
thought that's what we were doing.
no,
No, he's going with Impact.
I was still
Wrestling.
naming.
I know
I was
he
still
is,
naming. No,
so-
Christopher Daniels was fire. He was literally one of their top guys back then too. No, but like they're like
America's
this is
Most
when this
Wanted.
that's when Impact came around or TNA.
Listen, I remember
Total
watching
nonstop action at
TNA
that point.
when it was on Fox Sports Detroit Fridays at 4:00.
Christian Cage, man.
That listen when he came out at Slam like debuted.
That's how he rolls.
That's
He
how
was
he
so
rolls.
fire, dog. Christian Cage and TNA was dope. Like that, or right now, are like his best two like runs. Like
the fact that Tyson Tomko came to TNA as well to be this do the same thing he did in WWE. Fucking spectacular.
Personal
what is Tom
problem
gonna do
solver.
without Christian in WWE. I'm curious.
Well,
He
Scotty.
big booted people for a living.
touche. I feel you, but
I'm not trying to be a like Tom. Like I
You're
like
right.
Tomko, but like
I'm watching current old Raw from 2005, and all Tyson Tomko's doing is just booting people left and right.
is he without Christian?
yeah,
Yeah.
because Christian's in TNA at
So
this
there's
time,
nothing else
2005.
happening for him.
Around 2005, 2006 is when he leaves, and all he's doing is randomly fighting a bunch of jobbers. And he's big booting them, and they're just knocking them out. So yeah,
Benoit.
okay, that's a good one.
Eddie
Good.
Eddie versus Brock Lesnar
Guerrero,
and that
and
in
Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar
2003.
comes out.
Eddie versus Brock No Way Out 2003 is one of my favorite matches of that year.
Okay.
Scotty, Keith said to your favorite match of that year.
I know.
He said your
I
opinion.
know, right? Like, are you serious? When Eddie wins the title is one of the best moments of 2003.
I
a really
say it
good
to his
moment.
match. Actually,
It's a really good match.
I said it to the Brock Lesnar part.
Brock Lesnar's
Brock Lesnar's a
amazing.
huge.
Brock Lesnar's one of the Brock Lesnar, and this is not like to like jock ride or to like rip off like Heyman or anything. No, he is literally a once in a lifetime generational talent, dog. That like you should be lucky that you were a part of the generation he was in. He has made so many people that you will say are better than him look as good as they are for that you could say that. That is how good he is.
Nobody's
Brock
doing
Lesnar-
anything to Lesnar that he will not let happen.
And
That's
that's
debatable.
real.
Actually,
Like,
it's very debatable.
I
He
don't.
said
There-
he said personally himself in certain interviews that he will work with certain people and he will do things.
no, I know that. That's his job to work with people. That's what I'm saying.
My
but
But
you're
man
saying
made-
it's
But what I'm
not-
saying, no, what I'm saying
Keith,
is
in a
he-
real
nothing's
fight,
gonna
in a real
happen.
fight, do you
Exactly.
think, like let's get like shooty here for a minute.
Time
Right?
out, and he went and
In
did
a
it
real
too.
fight, do you think Daniel Bryan even has a chance against him? For
probably
real,
not.
right?
No, there's no probably.
But Brock Lesnar
The
made you
UFC
believe
heavyweight
that Brock-
champion.
that Daniel Bryan could beat him. Brock Lesnar made you believe AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and in some of the best matches of those guys' careers, real talk.
Rollins.
Okay.
Like, he
Rollins
made
and
you think
Lesnar's
he could
great.
beat. Like,
Okay, here's the
that's
thing.
how good he
Here's
is.
the thing. Once again, you guys are in a whole ass different era.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You're in the
You're right.
ruthless
Brock
aggression
Lesnar doing-
2002 to 2008. I don't have Brock until 2011 and 2016, which are matches that you are talking about. So you're in a different era.
I'm not because
Cut
the
back
first
and
match,
slow down.
The first match I said was
Which
Brock
was
Lesnar and Eddie.
a good one, yes, but he didn't have tons of them.
That's
He had like
2003.
Brock
four.
versus Taker,
That's-
Hell in a Cell.
That's
Eh,
only 1 year after the year you just said, 2002 to 2008.
Brock
I know.
versus The Rock.
he won the title against The Rock in his first match.
It was
So yeah,
amazing.
that's good too. I'm just saying he didn't have all the good matches.
Brock
he had a
versus
few.
Kurt Angle in one of the greatest Iron Man matches of all time.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Brock
like I
versus
said,
Stone Cold.
it's-
oh wait,
That never happened. That's why Stone Cold quit.
I know, literally, that's real.
That's why.
He said, "Fuck
No, that
this."
is
So yeah,
real.
I'm
it's
not-
just a different
This
era
needs to
in
be
my
on a pay per
opinion.
view.
You
I
guys
think
have your
Brock's been
opinion. I have my
consistent.
opinion.
Bro,
Brock Lesnar's a
nobody-
different era.
So, bro, I've been watching wrestling at this point. At this point, when Brock Lesnar debuted, and I remember when he debuted because he just hopped in and destroyed like 6 people.
Right.
Right.
And
Let
he
me
did that
tell you.
thing where he goes,
Yeah, that thing.
And
And,
then
I'm like,
fucking
and I
just-
was like, oh my God, this is the world's angriest baby. Right. But then he did it again. And then again. And then I was like, oh my God, this baby could kill me.
He
Nobody-
fucking broke the ring with Big Show.
No
which was
monster
gnarly.
big guy, in my opinion, even at that time, had ever performed like Brock Lesnar.
All right. Well, I'm gonna bring up my 3 since you didn't even mention them: Cena, Angle, and Triple H.
Cena and the start to Ruthless.
He's
That's
the one who
what's-
brought ruthless aggression to the era when he
No,
fought Kurt
Vince-
Angle.
Vince did.
Yeah,
when
but he
announced
specifically
Ruthless
made
Aggression.
it when Kurt
And
Angle
I
did
want
it too
you to
with him.
know that I don't think the first person who, if you say Ruthless
JBL.
Aggression, JBL's a good one, but
No,
me- Chris Benoit.
JBL
Yeah.
carried SmackDown for a year and a half. By
Carry.
himself,
Oh yeah,
bro.
while Cena was hurt, right?
I mean,
Cena was
Cena
hurt.
dethroned him, but like, if John Bradshaw Lacefield wouldn't have been that great of a villain for that year and a half, dog, Cena's victory wouldn't have meant anything.
you probably could have used somebody else though.
And then that
Bro,
culminated
that-
Judgment
that
Day, the
whole
Judgment
thing
Day
was
match,
so
right?
good, dog. I'm sorry, man. Bradshaw was the perfect heel for that reign.
I
I'm
really
sorry.
think so. The
I don't know.
wrestling god, his own faction, the
I loved
Basham
it,
brothers,
the
Orlando
limo.
Jordan.
The cabinet.
limo,
Yeah,
That
the
was so stupid.
handshake with the hand
What do you
sanitizer.
mean?
That was so stupid.
It was amazing.
Do you want to know what was so cool about it? Is because like he wasn't really like lying about anything at that point. Like he really is a New York businessman now. Like
He
that
made
was,
himself worth millions on the
legitimately
stock
in real
market.
life.
Like, that was all real. He didn't even need to be there, and
Do
he
you
was putting
remember-
on the best matches of his
Do you
career.
remember when he was like he was like the at the border, and there's like the promo, and he's like yelling at people. Hey, he was such a good bad guy.
You could not get away with that in
No.
today's day. Yeah, no, he rolled up to the border fence and was yelling at
Yelling at people
immigrants.
across
dog.
the fence, like legit.
Oh, I want to go back one era real quick and give an honorable mention to what's his nuts, the Big Boss Man, for one of the greatest heels of all time during the Attitude Era.
Okay, that's fair.
Because oh my goodness, if you didn't
Blood,
watch
though,
the
right?
Big Boss Man's work in the Attitude Era, you don't understand being a heel. My man went to the Big Show's dad's funeral and
Who got
tied
donuts?
the casket up to a car and dragged it at the funeral. And
See, yeah, you couldn't get
the
away
Big
with
Boss
nothing.
Man, the Big Boss Man stole Al Snow's dog and turned it into Chinese food and fed it to him in a hotel.
I do remember that.
Like, I don't know if you understand heel heat, but oh my God, dog. All right, now back to this era. John Bradshaw Layfield, my guys.
Number one heel.
Number one heel. Who got us donuts? Why are they all? These aren't. Oh man, they're poo donuts. You guys just ate poo donuts.
That's pretty dope.
Doesn't taste too bad actually.
I just told Pete the other day, JBL, hate it.
But I love him though. But you
No,
love
I
him.
hate that character.
Mm-hmm.
I hate
Yeah.
that character.
Because everybody.
Boom, 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 boom.
The fucking horns on the limo. The limo. Dude, he came out and just got out in the limo. Like
I was gonna say the
About
beginning.
John Bradshaw Layfield,
The
dog. I
freaking-
don't know if we have the scene.
The
of
freaking the
that.
beginning of it. And then it starts.
Mhm.
What the hell?
Ding, 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 ding.
Mhm.
Because that's the stock market. Bell.
Yeah.
And
The
then
other one was a
listen,
cow
and
from
he
a ranch.
loves
Yeah.
money. JBL loves money so much that when tasked to be security again, he has.
Yeah, that's true.
He's came back with his buddy
It
for
was
real.
one of the best.
The good old
shows on
Ron
the show.
Simmons in the APA.
Mhm.
For real.
What? Oh yeah, there's so many things that he did.
You want to talk about ruthless aggression though? There's a lot of stuff that
Chris Benoit, who I
that
think
Triple H has done with
Chris Benoit, who
other
I think
people.
ruthless aggression.
Benoit
is.
and Triple
What
H.
Ruthless aggression.
Benoit and Triple H have had so
personifies.
many great matches during the ruthless aggression era.
Yeah, that one against Booker T.
Dog, I'm
What?
totally
That was a really bad one. Triple H, I feel like
Triple H beat up a bunch of people like Eugene.
Triple H
Ric
also
Flair,
buried
Randy
a
Orton, and
bunch
just
of people.
made them bloody as hell.
He also buried
destroyed
a
people.
lot of people
He did.
in that
Sorry.
time.
Very
man.
much
My
indeed.
man went on one of the like.
Booker T's overrated in my opinion.
He's a 5-time
what time?
champion.
He's one of the realest, toughest people in the history of wrestling. Dog Booker.
Look at his before he was a
I'm
wrestler.
talking about his backstage record, dog. Booker T has fucked people up. Like him, Jericho, and Sin Cara are the backstage fighting like gods. Chris Jericho beat up Brock Lesnar backstage once, bro. Sin Cara beat up everybody who tried to fight Sin Cara. And like Sin Cara made a lot of people try to fight him. Like I remember every week it'd be Sin Cara beat the crap out of someone on the bus in Europe and got kicked off. Like what?
He can't come back no more.
So after ruthless aggression.
Well, this one's a little different. It's from 2008 to 2011, and it's the PG era, which
John
is the
Cena.
boring era. But
John
the main
Cena.
person, like you said, John Cena.
CM Punk.
Okay. CM
Punk. Ruthless aggression. No, are
no,
you
we're
talking about
the
before?
next
We're in the
era?
PG.
Oh,
From
PG era.
2008 to 2011, we got the
Okay.
PG era.
Sorry,
We're in the
I was eating a
family
donut and I
friendly
got
era.
distracted. I'm sorry.
This is to win.
From 2008 to 2011. So
I call that the HD.
ECW is still here or back again during this time too.
Yeah, but nobody on that show mattered. That's
Until Kurt Angle
WWECW.
became champion.
Yeah, but then he became unchampion pretty
gonna say,
rather
wait,
quickly
CM
and got
Punk?
off of that show.
CM Punk was
I
in
don't know if you
ECW.
realize that, but he was like, Big Show can do it. I want to be here.
I don't know. It was
Punk,
really cool at first.
Angle and Benoit, they were all on ECW at one point before.
Well,
It
Benoit
ended.
was only on there for a minute.
Punk started on it because Punk wasn't a name yet when he started, but by the end of this era, Punk was one of the biggest names in our business at that point.
Absolutely.
You also got
but
RVD.
If you watched Ring of Honor, you
we
knew
also
who
got
CM Punk
RVD,
was.
who was the double champ during this
Was,
time.
but
ECW
that
champ
also
and
quickly
WWE champion.
ended real fast.
I thought it was like
No,
What
my
was it?
man, yeah, it ended real quick. My man got
Wasn't it like-
arrested in Wisconsin with weed.
oh yeah.
Annie Loves the name of our show. I don't know when that popped up, but Annie Loves the name of our show.
Hey, Tabletop Takedown was here. That's wild.
What?
Woo, the reigning
Tabletop
champ.
Takedown is here.
Hi, big shout out to my co-host. Art, is that you? Did you post?
Are
stuff
you?
on your
Are
phone?
you,
No.
Josh?
Did you post stuff on
Put your phone down.
Let's go,
Phone
Josh.
it
That's-
down.
that's
No, that's
really-
my co-host out there.
Oh, that's
Tyler.
that's Tyler.
Yeah, that's
Tyler,
Okay.
explain to people how to play Magic next
Oh.
time.
Magic,
Tyler?
They want to know how.
magic.
They need to know what like the steps of a turn are, and like untap, upkeep, draw. Main phase one's combat, the steps there, main phase
What
two,
mana
and then
means.
yeah. But like break it down more, right? Like there's a lot of cool, interesting rule stuff.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot of mechanics nowadays that.
Did you guys play the new one too, where you pick a planeswalker and a spell?
No, I haven't played that one yet.
Yeah, it's a new
Yeah, new
official
format.
commander format. Yeah.
He said he's got us. He's gonna do a whole tutorial. Sounds great.
Well, it's good, man. It would be because like if you want to get new viewers, they got to know how to play.
For sure.
They can't just hop into watching advanced Magic stuff, or else it's gonna. I used to make my money doing Magic, dog. Like it will seem boring if you don't know what's going on,
Right.
because like you're just like that's too much. I don't care.
Yeah, true.
Very true. So, what type of specific matches did we enjoy at the PG era with John Cena? Do you have
None
any?
of it. I
None of
hated
it?
the PG era, bro. I hated John Cena so
You just-
much.
John Cena versus Batista, and I quit.
I can't, bro. I
SummerSlam
I root
2008,
my favorite person.
2009.
No Way Out 2000.
Bro, my favorite
Or-
person at
or-
this time, Keith, was whoever
2008.
was fighting John
Over
Cena.
the Limit 2010.
I'm serial, dog.
Oh, okay. There's a different one too.
I was one of those adults who thought John Cena was
The
ruining
next
wrestling
night-
for me.
The next night on Raw is when Batista quit and he was in the wheelchair.
I was talking about Batista during SummerSlam in 2008. Was their first ever match.
I loved rapper John Cena, but this was not
Rapper
him.
John-
We were
no, that
far
was-
from him, man.
that was
This
between Attitude and Ruthless.
This was
Or
Make a
Ruthless
Wish
and
John Cena,
PG.
dog. It was,
Kind it was.
This was Superman. I can't lose John Cena.
This was
This is when you started watching now, right? Or are we still not there yet?
No, he's
Oh man,
Literally, probably
He's-
about like 3 years ago.
there was only John
Years
Cena
ago.
at this
so
time.
he's in the last era.
There
I'm in the
was
last
Batista, but then he injured him and he retired in a wheelchair. And then it was just John
I was
Cena
at that
versus
match.
John Cena.
I was there.
John Cena
That
versus
was my very
John
first
Cena.
WWE event.
What
That
about
was the
John
main
Cena
event.
versus Edge or John Cena versus Randy Orton? We've had a thousands of Randy Orton versus Cena matches. So
Yeah,
there's
but they
got to
had
be
a
some good
rivalry
one.
that was really good, man.
It really was. You're right. It really, really was. They definitely had a lot of decent matches.
Edge
Edge at Backlash 2009 was great.
at this time was killing it. 'Cause this was,
Randy.
like, the start of the rated R superstar. Randy was coming out like the legend killer.
I saw Randy Orton and versus Edge whenever they have wrestled has always been wonderful. They did
Or when they
Like-
teamed.
rated RKO. Dope
That-
fucking name.
For real.
Super dope name.
You say dumb or dope?
Dope.
Oh,
Jericho. Fucking epic.
I love Jericho.
Awesome truth.
Show Miz.
Show Miz.
Show Miz.
During the time of the Rhodes Scholars. Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow.
No, man, Damian Sandow and the Miz.
Oh, the Miz and Mizdow.
That was probably one of the greatest tag teams. That, bro, you want to talk about something that was just over and you could not stop it? It was like you had to embrace it. Mizdow, man, could have been Daniel Bryan at that time
For real.
if
he
he
really
really
could
would have
have.
tried to like push that instead of just embracing the,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
joke. Oh man,
Yeah. He would have went
He was
far.
really he was over too.
Dog, he was so
He was so over.
he
Sandow
was
was so
beyond
over.
over, bro.
That's the
Like,
reason why they
You know
had
who
the
got
tag
over another one
titles.
too.
Because he was so over.
Fucking no one got over what's his fucking name? Fandango.
Yeah.
Because that fucking song, dude. And granted, it was the night after WrestleMania. That has a lot to do with it. That it was the night after WrestleMania. Because everybody knows Monday Night Raw after Mania is fucking.
Not no more. I've gone to like, bro, it's lame now.
Well, 2013 is one of my favorites. When Ziggler wins the title.
That was an amazing one, man. Like, no, it used to be dope, dog, but like, I can't explain it to you. Like the last few years, it has been let down city, my opinion.
No.
Like, I feel like the last good one was when Paige came out and beat AJ Lee.
Wow.
I think that's the same one.
No, it was they were a year.
That's
I think
14.
They,
I
they were
think.
separated, bro. It's been a while since they've had like really something cool. Like I remember I went to the last one night Mania, the MetLife one, Kofi Mania, and then the Raw after was Kofi and Seth versus the Bar.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the main event, dog.
Wow.
It was gonna be Kofi and like Seth
Rollins,
going at it, yeah, but then it became
Title
them
for
v. the
title.
Bar, and it was
Winner
kind
take
of
all. We've got 2 more eras, fellas. 2 more. So our next era is the reality era from 2011 to 2016. And a few of mine were
I still think that's
Daniel
PG.
Bryan,
Hulk Hogan.
Punk, Lesnar, Orton.
Benoit.
I don't know.
Andre. Dude, Andre kicks ass.
Mick Foley, you know. All the
Andre
good
was always
legends.
good. Zombie Andre. That was my favorite
It's
though.
Andre.
Andre is for short, is what we call him. No, the reality era, The Miz.
The Miz.
The Miz became one of the greatest villains and workers of all times in our generation at this time.
Fuck yeah.
Not to mention,
dude.
he lost the title and gained the title so many different times.
Not the heavyweight, but like just the IC. My man,
brought
the
relevance
workhorse
to
belt,
it.
'cause he's
Kobe.
a
IC,
workhorse, dog.
WWE, United States, he had them all.
Daniel Bryan, like I made a bigger name for himself, right? Like, because like Bryan Danielson was like decently big for like an indie name before he got in there, but then like Daniel Bryan went
Touche.
and got himself
Skyrocketed.
huge.
The whole Nexus thing, that was dope.
You know, sorry to interrupt, but
And
there's
John Cena, obviously, too.
there's one more that I kind of think is a sleeper for the reality era, which was Zack Ryder when he became United States
Zack
champion.
Ryder.
He
I
did
would
that on his
argue-
own, though.
I would argue Zack Ryder did more like how you called us out for Brock Lesnar earlier, even though we
Okay.
then defended Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
All of Zack Ryder's really, really dope stuff comes in the past 5 years.
Right, and that's it. Really, when he left WWE, is that what you're saying? Like since he left?
like that. Like I think Zack Ryder has become more relevant since leaving.
But
I haven't
but
heard of
also
him
the
since
woo
then.
woo though.
He was the
before he
GCW
left.
heavyweight champion.
Don't know what that is.
He was
What?
Don't know what it is.
Game Changer Wrestling.
Don't know what it is.
Scotty's looking at you like, what's wrong with you? He's like, dog, he's done so much, the podcasting, everything.
Right.
Before then,
Is
dog,
that where
like
the Nick Balls of Fear guy came from? Whatever his name is.
Nick Gage.
Whatever. Yeah, that dude.
the pizza cutter guy.
I don't know.
Dude, Nick Gage is like
Is
a
that where he
real
came
life
from?
wrestler. Like before that, where he came from.
Yeah,
No.
because I've only heard of that from AEW when that dude came to fight whoever. So I don't know
You should look up. All right.
already.
You should look up John Moxley versus Nick Gage. Any of the million times they fucking fought. And just any Nick Gage match. Just watch it. He starts off calm, cool, and collective, and then Nick Gages himself and like fucking
Because I would say like Zack Ryder only ever got pushed for like
towards the
a
end
month at a time
before he
period.
went.
Like,
I was
And
gonna
it's
say,
because he
he
made a
only
name
had-
for himself using
He only
YouTube.
had 2 or 3 good times, but
internet
he was U.S.
championship
title,
was-
he
Intercontinental
made
champion,
that.
and
He
tag
made the
championship.
internet.
Exactly.
And then he made
the
his own
internet,
title
which was brought on to like television.
a few times. Yeah,
He brought them out. He created that his own title by himself.
I love the Long Island Z story.
Like exactly, like that was dope
love
as
the
fuck.
Long
I
Island
love
Z
Zack
story.
Ryder's a sleeper. I like that. You're right. Like,
It's fair, but Zack,
But
I
then-
still wouldn't say
but
like
a
by the
world-
standards that we're thinking though,
but
he
what-
wasn't big.
no, I'm just saying he was a sleeper back then. I
get
agree.
what you're saying though.
He's
too.
doing
Now it-
good
He's
now.
a fucking
He's one
Matt
of the-
Cardona is
Matt Cardona is one of the only, bro, and I'm gonna be real with you. He's one of the rare examples of somebody going bigger once they leave the WWE. And like, you can take that how you want to take it. Like,
I get exactly
who
what
the
you're
fuck
saying.
am I? Like, I'm nobody. But like,
he
factually,
doesn't have to come back. His wife is working for the WWE. He doesn't
I
even
love
have
Chelsea
to.
Green. By the way, I think she's great. Let her talk to the manager always.
Yeah, the fucking Karen character is wonderful.
Love it,
Karen
dog, and I love
character.
that she's with Sonya. I love that they have matching gear. I love all of it.
And they're really good.
I love you, bro. Chelsea Green has always been good. Like she's great. Her when she was in TNA with the bride stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like it was fantasticals. But I digress. So that's what. Let's go to the last era, and I assume that's the now.
It's the now or the new era from 2016 to present,
Reigns,
which would be
Roman
Yes.
Reigns,
What do you-
Roman,
What do you call this
Reigns.
era?
Roman,
Roman right there.
I call it
Reigns.
Keith.
Oh God, here we
Keith
go.
era. This is the era
Here
for
we
me.
go again.
but it's Roman Reigns.
It's both of ours. It's a slash. His
Dog,
is,
it's-
his
it's
is first though.
It's the Roman era, man. But I mean, there's been so many people. Like Cody's a big name right now.
Cody,
There's so Seth Rollins is a
Rollins,
huge.
AJ, Roman.
Yeah, dog. Like right now, but like Roman Reigns is the guy right now. Like if we're talking like actively in this era,
Does
that
that
we're
take?
currently
Are
in.
you saying present time?
It's from 2016 to present. So
Then it's only Roman Reigns for the last 1,000 days, though.
Well, Brock Lesnar's
Oh.
been over. Seth Rollins is over.
Right, but like
But like
I
Roman's the
don't-
guy, dog. For the last
Roman,
like,
what is it, 2016 though?
well, not the whole time, but from
When was the
2016
40-man Royal
to-
Rumble? What year was that?
to between 2011 and 2016.
Because didn't he defend the title? Didn't Roman Reigns defend the title in a Royal Rumble?
It wasn't the
no,
40
Triple
man,
H won it though.
but he did, and that was in
But Roman was the champion at the time.
yeah, I believe that it was
Oh, it
in
did, yeah.
2018.
See, I remember that. I do. I would agree with like of present now Roman,
Yeah, Roman for sure now, but other names like we said.
Jericho,
Okay,
Kenny Omega.
Jericho and Omega at Wrestle
Omega.
Kingdom in 2018. I literally stayed up till 6:00 in the morning. I watched the entire pay per view. I stayed up to watch that match. That's one of the best wrestling matches I've watched. Like ever. It was
Omega.
just
Omega.
back
Omega.
and forth. Just Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. No,
That's what I was gonna say. Will Ospreay.
Bianca
crazy
Belair.
match.
What a tabletop.
I was
came
gonna
out
say
with a
if
good
we're
shout
mentioning
out. Bianca Belair.
females,
this is your era. Talk.
yeah.
Honestly, I know local. That's
Josh was
what-
just here to be on the TV.
He's gonna talk about another one that
He
we're
just
gonna talk
wanted to
about
show
real
off
quick,
his
which will be
belt.
IWR here in a second.
Josh just wanted to be like, I'm the champ.
He just wanted to come chill, which is cool.
I'm messing. No,
Nah, we're
I don't
all
mind,
just
man.
working
Josh
out
has been a
gym,
fine
that was
guest. I enjoy Josh. Josh is cool. We get along.
Oh, look at the IWR poster.
Let's go to
We're gonna
IWR is
discuss
next
IWR
week,
real quick.
guys. It's Thursday. I
The
changed. Am I still in
15th,
camera? Yeah, I am. Cool.
June 15th,
June
IWR.
15th, IWR.
We're gonna have-
IWR 20.
we're gonna have
go
some-
over all of it.
We're gonna have some
because-
gigantic matches.
because we're gonna have it. We have a show before, so we'll cover that next week more. But
Yes.
like, we're not gonna have Josh on next week, so I want to talk to Josh about. This is what we'll go out on.
Yeah.
And like, what are
Basically,
you most
Jeremiah wants to
excited
know:
for?
is he your favorite IWR superstar?
I don't care if I am or not. Like, he's just
Jeremiah.
gonna lie to my face and
Right.
tell me I'm not right now. It's fine. We
That's
all
fair.
know I am.
That's fair.
But anyways,
I mean,
like,
he is amusing there, but he's not my favorite.
yeah, no, he's
Well,
probably
there it
into,
is.
like the flippy do guys or
Flippy
stuff.
dudes.
Buckeye Sam.
No, hell no.
Let's go.
Be nice to him.
Honestly,
I do have respect for Buckeye Sam. Shout out to him.
Yeah, after you
All right, guys,
verbally
let-
abused
let's-
him.
Josh, go ahead, please.
I'm enjoying all the heavyweight wrestling mostly. Like, I'm
The
more of a
Duet King.
hardcore wrestling fan. Like, that's something I'm starting to realize. Like, going to the Death Circus was definitely one that I liked, but that wasn't IWR. But at IWR, I do. I love it when they pull out the tables, chairs. Like this time, they're bringing out Legos too.
Legos.
So
Doors and
I don't know.
Legos. Doors and
seeing just
Legos.
more carnage.
Oh yeah, man, Con's
Really,
back,
what's been
man.
bringing me into wrestling more.
We're not fighting him, thank God.
Yeah,
No.
man,
Not yet.
Yeah, that's, I told Brian, man, lately he started getting hit by him. I was like, Brian, get out, go. It's not
Don't
us.
do it.
This
It's
ain't
a
us,
trap,
dog.
run.
This thing, bro, listen, we already beat up a guy. We don't need to do this again. We beat up a Sway Archer, remember? Let's go.
Yeah.
We're not getting paid to get murdered.
I
I
want to
mean,
see
Brian
Sway
can
Archer.
take him. Like, I'm not like, I'm not worried.
I like a Sway Archer now.
Sway Archer was good, man, but like Brian beat him.
I know he did.
Yeah.
But like,
The
I
Sway
thought
Archer
before
he
we
was
didn't
not
all
even
the
know what a
wrestlers bring
Sway
out,
Archer was.
honestly.
We didn't, but now we do know, and he's entertaining. But with that, guys, I feel like we got to do this piece of paper again.
Do the piece of
I'm
paper.
going to because we have to, and
been
it's
5
about that
minutes.
time.
Yeah, it's been past 5. We're good.
Well, that's fine.
this real quick and then
always
it's
do
over.
this. So Amaya's Fresh Mexican Grill,
Yum.
home of this weekend's eating contest.
Come
Chicken
see the
nuggies,
chicken nuggies be devoured.
Yeah.
the nuclear nuggie massacre,
50 in 5 minutes.
the
It's gonna
little
be
brown
easy.
jug, the mint cannabis, Monroe Sports Center, Lane's Pizza.
Let's go,
Love them.
Lanes.
Let's go, Lanes. Muggsy's, 8 Mile Vodka, Deb Floral, FU Wrestling, July 7th.
Cannot
Big
wait.
show. Following the Foaling Warehouse, Ipsy.
Oops, all
And
bangers.
then you got IWR. Oops, all bangers too. Yep. You got IWR. literally,
Ascension.
Boom. Right there. All the important info, and then all the man meat, but then all the important info. DTW and PWE, the Pro Wrestling Edge, and dudes talking wrestling, guys.
Tabletop takedown.
Thank you to everyone.
Watch it Saturday after Josh loses his belt, eating nuggets.
Josh is only gonna eat
No, I'm gonna
46
keep
nuggets.
that belt, man.
Josh is
I'll wear
gonna-
it on the show.
Man, Josh is going to be sick to his gills, and he's going to lose a game of Commander without his belt.
We'll be
It's
back
crazy.
next week.
I might lose a game, but not the belt.
He's losing both.
We'll be back next week with
Keith.
Kyle
Kyle, who?
Barrett.
What? Chin strap? Jesus.
Chin strap.
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
I haven't seen him
And
in
as
forever.
far as I know, which I believe I am correct, our topic for next week is who had the bigger impact in wrestling. 2 of the names we've talked about today, the immortal Hulk Hogan or Stone Cold.
Stay tuned.
Stay
go
tuned
home now. We're over.
For more episodes of Keith.